running away, understanding avoidance and finding freedom. Welcome to Lil Perspective Podcast, the show where we explore the human experience, one conversation at a time. I'm your host, Nina, and today we're diving into a topic that many of us can relate to but rarely talk about openly: running away. Not physically, necessarily, but emotionally, avoiding situations or people that make us uncomfortable. If you've ever found yourself dodging tough conversations, retreating from relationships, or feeling like the only way to handle discomfort is to escape, this episode is for you. Together, we'll unpack why we run away, the toll it takes, and how we can gently start to face what feels unbearable. Let's start with the big question: why do we run away? For most of us, avoidance isn't about laziness or lack of courage. It's a survival instinct. When something or someone makes us deeply uncomfortable, it can trigger a primal reaction in our brain. This is the part of us that wants to fight, flee, or freeze. Running away is essentially choosing flight, removing ourselves from a situation to avoid potential pain. For some of us, that pain might be the fear of rejection or conflict. For others, it might stem from old wounds, memories, or emotions we'd rather not revisit. Whatever the cause, avoidance often feels safer than staying and facing the discomfort head-on. But here's the thing: while running away might feel like a relief in the moment, it doesn't solve the problem. It's like putting a lid on a boiling pot. It might stop the spill temporarily, but the pressure keeps building underneath. Let's talk about 3 major ways avoidance can affect us. First, missed opportunities. When we avoid uncomfortable situations, we also miss out on the chance to grow, to connect, and to experience life more fully. Whether it's a tough conversation that could deepen a relationship or a challenge that could help us grow stronger, avoidance keeps us stuck. Second, lingering anxiety. Have you ever noticed that the things you avoid tend to follow you around, at least in your mind? You might replay the situation over and over, feeling a constant hum of unease. Avoidance doesn't erase the discomfort, it just postpones it. And third, a loss of self-trust. Every time we avoid something we know we need to face, a small voice inside might whisper, "See? You can't handle this." Over time, this can erode our confidence and make it even harder to face challenges in the future. So, how do we break free? How do we stop running and start facing what feels unbearable? Let me be clear. Overcoming avoidance doesn't mean throwing yourself into every difficult situation all at once. It's about taking small, manageable steps that build your confidence over time. Step 1. Start with compassion. Recognize that running away isn't a character flaw, it's a response rooted in self-preservation. Your mind and body are trying to protect you. Be kind to yourself as you work through this. Step 2. Get curious about the fear. What makes this person or situation so uncomfortable? Is it fear of judgment? A past hurt that's still tender? Naming the fear can take away some of its power and help you understand what you're really running from. Step 3. Practice small wins. You don't have to face your biggest fears right away. Start with something small, like expressing your opinion in a low-stakes conversation or setting a tiny boundary. Each small success reminds you that you can handle more than you think. Step 4. Build a support system. Facing discomfort is easier when you're not doing it alone. Share your struggles with someone you trust, a friend, a family member, or a therapist. Sometimes, just knowing someone is in your corner can give you the courage to stay. Step 5. Use grounding techniques. When you feel the urge to run, try grounding yourself in the present moment. Take a deep breath. Notice what you can see, hear, or feel around you. Remind yourself, "I'm safe right now. I can handle this." The beauty of this process is that it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Each time you face discomfort, even in the smallest way, you're reclaiming a part of yourself. You're showing your mind and body that you can handle life's challenges, one step at a time. Remember, courage isn't about being fearless. It's about feeling the fear and showing up anyway. So, to anyone out there who's been running, I see you. I know it's hard. But you're stronger than you think, and you're not alone in this journey. Thank you for spending time with me today on Lil Perspective. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. You can reach out on social media or leave a review. It helps us reach more people who might need this message. Until next time, take care of yourself and remember, small steps lead to big change.